we should probably start with the biggest con job in town, right? This is the housing dog whistles and sugar hits as election day looms, as I made a show yesterday on. And I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed. I thought that even politicians had some degree of credibility, but no. So we've got this situation where now Labour and the coalition both effectively putting policies on the table that are going to make the housing crisis work. You've got the tax deductions for first home buyers from Dutton, and you've got stuff from Albo too. Interestingly, Metricon came out and said, it's time to fix the system, not just make promises, which is probably right. But, you know, O'Neill's talking about government-built homes will be cheaper than private sector homes if they can build them. But there's Tarric says, well, hang on a moment, you've got $10 billion that you're going to pony up over 100,000 homes. That's 100K per home. How's that going to work? As Reserve Bank of Property said, best way to save for a 5% deposit if you don't have rich parents is to spend 5 years living in the tent, which I thought was about right. And then we got this from Crocodile, which Matt Barry reposted. The Albanese government effectively announced a state-sponsored subprime mortgage scheme by promising to allow all first home buyers to purchase a home with only a 5% deposit, with the government guaranteeing up to 50% of the loan value. So, you know, how does that work? And then, of course, Chris Richardson came out and said it's a dumb policy from both parties. It's a dumpster file of dumb stuff. It's the well-worn path of failure in Australian policy making, and both the government and the opposition seem intent on proving that they can double down on that dumbness yet again. Scott Phillips said, we're being bribed, not even with our own money, but with the debt of the policy we leave to our kids. There's no national interest, only self-interest. As James says, if the buyer defaults and can't get their mortgage, the taxpayer has to pick up the tab. And Tarric says, imagine making water, electricity or food deliberately more expensive. Just look how people flip out about electricity bills, etc. But then just to add a little bit more to the spice, we then got this. Dutton has now come and said, oh, we want to see prices steadily increasing to protect home ownership. What does steadily increasing ever mean, says Tarric. And of course, David from the Tax Party said Peter Dutton and Claire O'Neill are the only two who have admitted they're going to do with our tax laws and tax system. They want to increase house prices, to increase mortgage debt. That's their job. Increase mortgage debt. And as Tarric said, once is happenstance, twice is coincidence, three times is enemy action, quoting Ian Fleming. And David Taylor from ABC said, 2/3 of households want property prices to rise. So you can argue the economics of the policies. Indeed, they've been slammed, but the politics is on the solid ground. And that's the point, Edwin, pure politics.